Hello and welcome back to your own channel Indian Defense Analysis, where we bring to you all the latest development happening in the defense sector.
Radars are the eyes and ears of an air defense system. If the radars are destroyed, the enemy will be completely blind to the incoming foreign aircrafts. The suppression of enemy's air defense is considered as the most difficult mission by Air Force. If any fighter jet enters into the range of an air defense to neutralize it, it has a higher risk of getting shot down with the surface-to-air missiles of the air defense system. So the question is how to neutralize enemy's air defenses without getting detected or attacked by the enemy's air defense system. This is where you need a standoff weapon which can be fired from a longer distance, and it should be able to track and destroy the enemy's air defenses without getting jammed by the countermeasure system. The indigenous answer to this is Rudram 1, also called NGARM, that is Next Generation Anti-Radiation Missile. It is developed by DRDO and jointly produced by BEL and BDL. As you know that radars and jammers located at the air defense system have to continuously emit the RF or radio frequency signals in order to detect any probable threat. We can say that Rudram missile smells these RF signals and homes in onto the target radars. The missile is fed with various types of frequencies and relevant electronic information gathered from surveillance missions. These data helps to identify and classify the type of equipment that has been located. This data is then fed back into the anti-radiation missiles and leads it to the designated radiating target. The missile is launched from a high altitude and a long standoff range of 100 to 150 kilometers. Since the missile does not have an active seeker and makes use of passive seeker, it is practically immune to the noise jamming. Therefore, this missile does not warn enemy or gets detected in their radar and easily destroys the target. Rudram 1 weighs around 600 kg and has a length of 5.5 meter. The missile also uses a dual pulse rocket motor with thrust vectoring. The range of this missile is 15 to 200 kilometers and the flight altitude of 15 kilometers to 500 meters. The maximum speed of this missile is Mach 2. The missile uses GPS Navig satellite guidance along with initial navigation for the mid-course guidance. For the guidance in the terminal phase, it has a MMW or millimeter wave seeker. This missile has capability to fire in lock-on before launch and lock-on after launch modes. There are three more versions of Rudram called Rudram 2, Rudram 2A and Rudram 3. The specifications of the future versions of Rudram is highly classified. However, we have few details based on what is available in the public domain. Rudram 2 is going to have extended range of 350 kilometers with enhanced speed of Mach 4, making it almost twice as deadly as Rudram 1. Rudram 2A is going to be the naval version of Rudram 2. With this range, Rudram 2 can even neutralize the S-400-like defense system because the missiles used in S-400 with anti-aircraft capability has a maximum range of 250 kilometers only. Talking about Rudram 3, it has a length of 6 meter, diameter of 0.5 meter. It will weigh close to 1.6 tons with maximum speed of Mach 4. Its range is further extended to 550 kilometers. The development of Rudram's missiles is very critical in the present geopolitical situation. China has increased its deployment of air defenses along the line of actual control. During a war, the goal of an air force would be to dominate the airspaces. With the help of Rudram missile, the Air Force can carry out suppression of enemy air defenses, siege or destruction of enemy air defenses, dead missions to counter the enemy's air defense systems. Once the enemy air defense systems are taken out, there is a freedom to operate, and this exposes the enemy to be hit by short-range, low-cost bombs and rockets.
This was today's update. Please let us know what is your views about these in comment section. Feel free to post your comments and suggestions about any topic related to defense sector on which you want to hear from us. With this, I would like to say goodbye and Jai Hind friends. Please like and subscribe our video if you have not done already. We'll be soon back with more interesting and amazing development happening in defense sector.